Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Possibly accepting or permitting. A passage capable of misinterpretation. Have the skills and qualifications to do things well. A capable administrator. Having the requisite qualities for. Usually followed by of, having capacity or ability. Capable of winning. Followed by of, having the temperament or inclination for. No one believed her capable of murder. Of textures, full of small openings or gaps. An open texture. Not defended or capable of being defended. An open city. Possibly accepting or permitting. Open to interpretation. With no protection or shield. Open to the weather. Not sealed or having been unsealed. The letter was already open. Openly straightforward and direct without reserve or secretiveness. An open and trusting nature. Affording free passage or view. Open waters. Start to operate or function or cause to start operating or functioning. Open a business. A clear or unobstructed space or expanse of land or water. Finally broke out of the forest into the open. Ready or willing to receive favorably. Used of mouth or eyes. Keep your eyes open. Spread out or open from a closed or folded state. Open the map. Become available. An opportunity opened up. Afford access to. The door opens to the patio. Open and observable, not secret or hidden. Open ballots. Where the air is unconfined. The concert was held in the open air. Affording unobstructed entrance and exit, not shut or closed. An open door. Become open. The door opened. Information that has become public. All the reports were out in the open. Make available. This opens up new possibilities. Cause to open or to become open. Mary opened the car door. Not brought to a conclusion, subject to further thought. An open question. Accessible to all. Open season. Affording free passage or access. Open drains. A tournament in which both professionals and amateurs may play. Begin or set in action, of meetings, speeches, recitals, etc. He opened the meeting with a long speech. Display the contents of a file or start an application as on a computer. Having no protecting cover or enclosure. An open boat. Make the opening move. Kasparov opened with a standard opening. Not having been filled. The job is still open. Not requiring union membership. An open shop employs non-union workers. Open to or in view of all. An open protest. Ready for business. The stores are open. Set theory, of an interval that contains neither of its endpoints. Without undue constriction as from e.g. tenseness or inhibition. The clarity and resonance of an open tone. Have an opening or passage or outlet. The bedrooms open into the hall. A branch of knowledge. Teachers should be well trained in their subject. Possibly accepting or permitting. The time is fixed by the director and players and therefore subject to much variation. A person who owes allegiance to that nation. A monarch has a duty to his subjects. Being under the power or sovereignty of another or others. Subject peoples. Make subservient. Forced to submit or subdue. The subject matter of a conversation or discussion. He didn't want to discuss that subject. Something, a person or object or scene, selected by an artist or photographer for graphic representation. A moving picture of a train is more dramatic than a still picture of the same subject. A person who is subjected to experimental or other observational procedures. Someone who is an object of investigation. The subjects for this investigation were selected randomly. Some situation or event that is thought about. He had been thinking about the subject for several years. Cause to experience or suffer or make liable or vulnerable to. He subjected me to his awful poetry. Grammar. One of the two main constituents of a sentence. The grammatical constituent about which something is predicated. Likely to be affected by something. The bond is subject to taxation. Logic. The first term of a proposition. Make accountable for. He did not want to subject himself to the judgments of his superiors. Having a strong, healthy body. An able seaman. Have the skills and qualifications to do things well. Able teachers. Having inherent physical or mental ability or capacity. Able to learn. Usually followed by to, having the necessary means or skill or know-how or authority to do something. Able to swim. Having the requisite qualities for. Having the requisite qualities for. Equal to the task. Having the requisite qualities for. The work isn't up to the standard I require. Busy or occupied with. What have you been up to? Easily impressed emotionally. Often followed by of, or to, yielding readily to or capable of. Susceptible to colds. Adequate, but not outstanding or exceptional. A competent performance. Properly or sufficiently qualified or capable or efficient. A competent typist. Legally qualified or sufficient. A competent court. About average, acceptable. More than adequate as a secretary. Sufficient for the purpose. An adequate income. Having the requisite qualities or resources to meet a task. She had adequate training. A person who is of equal standing with another in a group. Be identical or equivalent to. $1 equals 1,000 rubles these days. Be equal to in quality or ability. Make equal, uniform, corresponding, or matching. Let's equalize the duties among all employees in this office. Having the requisite qualities or resources to meet a task. He was equal to the task. having the same quantity, value, or measure as another. On equal terms. Not liable to stumble or fall. On sure-footed donkeys. Not liable to error in judgment or action. Most sure-footed of the statesmen who dealt with the Depression. Having inner resources, adroit or imaginative. Someone who is resourceful is capable of dealing with difficult situations. Not liable to stumble or fall. Not liable to error in judgment or action. Persuaded of, very sure. Was confident he would win. Not liable to error in judgment or action. Having or marked by confidence or assurance. A confident speaker.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.